Willie D Live.
What's up, family? We got some Mexican locals who are extremely upset at white folks all over the world just because 4 or 5 of them looted a store in Puerto Vallarta. Yeah, fam, they were hot. Accused all white people of being thieves. Check it out.
Got an American right here, guys.
Cosas estos gringos and still think like this for these people. No, no, stop.
That's pathetic. Yeah.
It's embarrassing, guys. And two.
I live here. I've lived here 3 years. I'm not gonna rob a place.
That's so embarrassing. And that's one too.
Yeah.
Well, finally, he decided to come. Están robando las cosas estos gringos, güey. Sí. No, están robando las cosas. Lo estoy exhibiendo. Gracias. Well, these guys, they put the things back.
Okay, you see what happened there. The guy in the stripes, he took his stolen merchandise back into the store after he got called out. He didn't take it back because he had a change of heart. He took it back because he was captured on camera, and he didn't want to add insult to injury, knowing that if I walk off like this, that means I stole the stuff. They might come after me. It might come after me if I keep walking. But if I bring it back, I might be all right. That's why he took it back. He didn't bring it back because he had a change of heart. Now, let me address the elephant in the room, because this is my favorite part right here. My favorite part is the hypocrisy, because I can guarantee you that the same ones was in that store looting are the same ones who was trying to call out women who were looting feminine products and baby formula during Hurricane Katrina. I can guarantee you. I guarantee you. I guarantee you it's the same ones who every time they see people grabbing stuff out of Walgreens, grabbing cosmetics out of Walgreens, and grabbing clothes from any one of these designer places, they're the same ones who are saying they need to be shot. The same ones. They're the same ones who scream they need to be shot. They're the same ones who are in the comments saying, usual suspects, 13%. They go to 13% again. The same ones. The hypocrisy is staggering. So I have nothing whatsoever for those people that were in there stealing from that store. You know, in Texas, we have a law, whereas when you loot during a time of crisis, whatever penalty you would have gotten, it's like what's the word they call it? They escalated. You know, so if you had gotten caught and, you know, let's say the sentence was a year in jail, now all of a sudden you might be facing 10 years in jail. Yeah. So they did that because during Hurricane Harvey, there were people robbing people's homes and stuff when they abandoned their homes, trying to, you know, run to safety. And they were looting stores and things of that nature. So they passed a law like that and just made sure that if somebody was caught doing something like that, they would make sure that they would penalize them severely. And I absolutely agree with the part of penalizing people who break in folks' homes and stuff like that. You know, I'm damn near indifferent to stores unless it's like a mom and pop, because mom and pops pay for everything they have and they ain't got the protection the bigger stores have. But it's going to be hard for me to feel a little something for Walgreens or Ralph's, Neiman Marcus, Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Prada. You know, I find it difficult empathizing with those type of brands because number one, they're all overpriced. They're overpriced and they take advantage of the communities on a daily basis. Now I know what you're thinking. Well, you don't got to shop there. They don't make you shop there. You just go, you got to shop somewhere. You got to shop somewhere. And oftentimes when people go shopping, they consider how much they can afford. So they're considering price and they consider proximity. How close is this place to me? And what is it going to cost? And what is the quality like, right? So those are like three of the main factors that you consider when you go shopping. You consider proximity, you consider price, you consider, proximity, price, and quality, right? Yeah. So, but I feel nothing for them because I know for a fact, that's right. I don't know them, but I know for a fact they're the same ones who be talking all of that 13% usual suspects. And when somebody is, doing some juvenile or what they call it, some misdemeanor looting, oh, they need to be shot. So do you find it strange like I do, fam? Like when you listen to how people talk about people who commit low-level crimes, going inside a place, is grabbing merchandise and running out the stores and stuff. Look, I get it, fam. That can be that can be traumatic. I can get that, especially for somebody that work in a place like that. That can be traumatic, right? But let's leave the guns out of it. Let's leave the guns and knives out of it. Let's just say somebody is running into a store and grabbing something and running out, right? Walgreens, Walmart, Costco, whatever, any kind of store that got that big insurance, that big money, stock exchange, all that kind of stuff. Although I don't think Costco is on the stock exchange. Anyway, when you consider those type of companies, oftentimes, the public ain't gonna have a lot of empathy for, big box companies, right? But when you start to think about how it affects us overall, then you might start being a little concerned because although they have insurance, they still justify going up on prices by saying that they lost a certain amount of goods to theft. Ain't that funny how they do that? They do it no matter what. They go up on the prices no matter what. And they still get paid off the insurance. So same thing with insurance agencies. I don't feel nothing for these insurance agencies because ain't no way possible healthcare should cost the kind of money that it costs us. In fact, healthcare should be free. With the kind of money that we pay in taxes, even if you're not paying millions, even if you're not paying thousands, even if you have a regular 9-to-5 job, you're working minimum wage, they still taking out valuable money from your check and putting it in sometimes different entities that you don't even use, you don't even take advantage of. So that money should actually help cover our health care. Yeah, that should be universal health care. Now, I know some people in America can't see that because all we've ever known is paying for healthcare. But I've lived overseas in different countries, and I've seen how healthcare benefits the people who live in those countries. And I'm talking about not no trash healthcare. I mean, you go into those places, and it's just as clean and in nice areas of the city, just like the places that we might go to in the U.S. where we paying an arm and a leg for some healthcare. So to me, all healthcare should be free. It should be universal, automatic, no question about it. But getting back to these dudes with the double standards, these dudes are the same ones who scam the system for welfare benefits, anything that they can get a break on, whether it be taxes, welfare, special vouchers for this or that. They take advantage of everything. The farmers, they take advantage of everything. Every single program out there that they can get a break on, even if they're millionaires, they take advantage of all the programs. But when somebody else uses the programs, oh, they're leeches. They're lazy. Get a job. You feel what I'm talking about, fam? I don't respect that. But what say you, family? Drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. No more talk.